and I started as a painter and a sculptor, and then I began in the sculpture. I began making instruments, and then I began kind of playing them, and then I sort of that's how. And then I was also making little films, and that's really how I began. And I was making films and showing them in little film festivals in New York. And by little film festival, I mean 8 people in a loft looking at each other's movies, you know. And I would stand in front of them, play the violin, and talk about, because I'd never finished the film, so I'd be doing the soundtrack kind of thing. And so that's how I started. And then I thought, well, what would it be like if I could have a bigger screen and maybe not see the same 8 people each week, you know, do something for different people. And so I wrote 500 letters to different small festivals and galleries in Europe. This was in the 70s, mid-70s. So saying, I'm planning a fall tour, and would you like to be on it? And, you know, I had no fall tour. I had no spring tour. I had no tour. I didn't know what I was doing. So I just made it up. And I got 2 answers. And so I packed all my stuff into these cases. A violin, some slide projectors, a film projector, some lights. And I did these little shows. And it's always what when young artists say, like, how did you start? I always just say, just try to do something on the right scale. You know, something that you can do yourself. Instead of dreaming of these big systems that are going to solve all your problems, the big camera you need to do that, you know, use a small camera. Or, you know, I really think the very dangerous art can be made with a pencil. So just, for me, it worked, and it still does, in the sense that I'm very hands-on. I'm my own roadie still. I just run the cases, and I love doing that. I really love making it, keeping it simple.